Welcome back, Hamilton County. Cam and Susie here, joined this morning with Steve and Deborah from the Mother Lode Rose Society. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah,
How are you?
Good.
Wonderful. We've been looking at all these beautiful roses, and it is amazing how Deborah was educating me while Cam was over there making some noise with Chuck, and she was telling me about there are just thousands and thousands of different varieties of roses.
They're unlimited, seems like. And some of them, go back to, Josephine, in France. And,
Wow.
they're just, the history of them is just amazing.
I bet.
A lot of them came from China.
China?
Really?
Yes.
Now they can take the hardy weather? And they love heat.
Mm-hmm.
They love sunshine, they love water.
They love a lot of water.
They like to be fed.
Yes, that's what you were saying. You say that you just feed them and they just keep going on and
They're
on.
not hard to grow.
No,
It's a myth.
and that is a myth because like I said, I asked Deborah, Steve, and she said no, that's totally false. You hear all these things about what you have to do, and it's so simplistic to grow them. So you're going to have a Pruning Roses and Made Easy
Yes.
class.
And our wonderful Beverly Rose Hopper, I've got a little thing. She will be speaking this coming Tuesday, February the 3rd at the Senior Center, Amador Senior Center at 1:30. And she will be, giving us an amazing demonstration and a slideshow. She redid the whole San Jose Public Garden.
Wow.
And she has a video on YouTube that speaks about pruning roses for maximum display. In other words, if you want your rose bush to look amazing, you don't have to prune it quite as low. But she's an amazing speaker, and she's a master rosarian, a judge.
Wow.
She now lives in Amador County.
Oh, good.
So she's one of the consulting rosarians. There's about 12 of us now, and that's one of the wonderful things about the Rose Society is you can call them and ask them specific questions on your garden with your problems.
and her
whatever.
middle name is Rose.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
Beverly Rose Hopper, and
There you
that's
go.
who
That's
she
cute.
is.
That's cute. Now, is there special tools that you need to do pruning?
Well, I brought my tool bag. The main thing is shears.
Okay.
Let me see here.
And
My
maybe we could
favorite.
talk to
I'll
Steve
bring
while
out
she's-
my favorites.
Well, she's grabbing that. You've been into roses for all your life, or is it something you got into recently, or?
No, not really. I didn't get into roses really seriously until I retired about 5 years ago. And I'm surprised myself how much I've learned in that short amount of time.
Yeah, it's.
But Deborah is the true rosarian in our family.
She's kind of.
She has a passion for roses
When she goes to trim the bush, she brings out some serious
I do.
tools here.
Here, let me hook that up here. Wait.
These are serious.
Reminds me of my dentist.
No, watch out.
Right, look at that.
This long.
Here we go.
Wow.
Oh, that's like a portable sawzall. Or
So the funnest thing, Muriel Humanek, she is another amazing rosarian in our club, and she got it in.
You're loaded. Locked
yeah,
and loaded.
he's got it
Okay,
in.
so-
Let's see it.
So
Wow.
what she does, when we first got here to Amador County, we had an older garden. The lady had lived there forever, and it was like finding the princess with all the overgrown everything. And she had a beautiful roses, climbing roses, but we could have used this way back then. And so I didn't know, like, how do you do it? How do you do old ones? And there'd be like these gnarly things. And basically what you want to do is you want to get rid of those. You want to get rid
okay.
of the old, the dead, the damaged, diseased.
Sounds like
and
me.
We're out here.
once you get
Nice
rid
to
of
meet you.
Thanks for the fun. We'll see you next time.
So what you do is with this thing, you go down to the very bottom of the rose, you turn it on, and you go, ping, and it's gone.
Okay.
And then what happens? No, the
So it's like a facelift.
Chunky one.
It's like a facelift for your roses.
And so what you want to do is like the old is kind of gray and gnarly, okay, and then the Z's you can tell it's kind of brown and it's dead.
Right.
But what you want, and this is what I just really got, what you want is you get rid of all of that. You can see where this has been pruned before,
Right.
and you get all this green wood.
Okay.
Any rose in your yard with the proper pruning, when you get rid of all that, then you have all this green wood.
Vibrant growth.
Okay.
I mean, and voila, it's like gets a facelift and it takes all the things. So Baldo, he's another amazing rosarian. He just starts at the bottom, cuts out all the bottom, so you don't have to go down this way.
Sure.
He gets rid of all that right off the bat, and then you can go down. Then you can start on shaping it and getting it straight.
Do they flower at a certain time of year, roses, or are they when do they come into bloom?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question because this is my favorite thing. So normally, it depends on our weather in Amarillo County.
Right.
They could start in April, and then they'll bloom.
Like now we
gorgeous.
have this beautiful weather, like a lot of the daffodils, and then we
Yes.
get hit with snow.
Yes.
And it's bizarre.
It is crazy. So anyway, so normally it's kind of in May, end of April, May, that ours really come in full bloom. And then the coolest thing, like see up there, there's a bloom. If you cut that back, get rid of, as soon as they all bloom, cut off all the dead flowers, it tells it to
Bloom
okay,
again.
bloom again. So then you kind of put on your fertilizer, put on your, you beef it up again, you feed it again, and then, phew. So every 6 weeks, they'll bloom again.
Wow.
So what a difference than just the spring bloom.
Sure.
Very
yeah.
good. So tell them again now. Your class is on Tuesday,
February the 3rd
right?
at 1:30 at the Senior Center. And you can come at 1 o'clock to ask any questions you want
Great.
from any of the rosarians.
And you'll be
About
there.
the auction.
And there's an auction also.
Yes, and that will be this tomorrow at 10 o'clock at the Senior Center, and we have all kinds of beautiful roses to sell.
Some of the
It's
roses
a lot of
will
fun.
be
Wow.
on
Oh, how
sale.
beautiful.
These will be bare root roses.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're really beautiful. They're ready to
There's
plant.
mine.
Yeah.
And you'll get right now I think you'll get a very good deal if you come to our rose auction at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning at the Senior Center.
Okay.
Senior Center is located 229 New York Ranch Road.
That's correct.
Just slightly north of the County Administration Building. And they're saying we have to run to an ad break. So roses are red, violets are blue. We're going to a commercial break. We'll see you in 2.